Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all having a blessed day. Yeah, weather's not been too bad today. It's not been brilliant. It's been a bit rainy, I think in the morning, or well, a bit in the morning here. Yeah, it's not been terrible. It's kind of like got a little bit better as time's gone on, I think. If I can remember rightly. Went for a walk earlier, a fair walk. Went for that. Had a breakfast. Well, I had a breakfast first, then went for a walk. Done some washing. What else? That's been about it. Fed the cat. Went over the road. Got the cat some cat food. Fed the cat. No, I didn't go over the road and get the cat some cat food. I had the cat food in already, so I just fed the cat. I think I did go over the road and get some more cat food there. So yeah, that's all I've been really doing today, guys. Just a quiet one in, really. Yeah. What can I talk about with you guys? Let me think. Let me think of something. um, Let me think. Hold on. Yeah, I just want to say, I'm kind of getting the sign now. No money, no honey. I'm kind of getting that. Getting the idea of that because it is actually true. Do you know what I mean? On the whole, do you know what I mean? Because if you've got no money, like or if you like struggling all the time, then how can you afford to have a relationship or a woman? Do you know what I mean? It's one of them. Because obviously she's got needs and um you need to go out with her and stuff like that, go out for meals, go out, do you know what I mean? Get stuff together for the home or for, yeah, whatever it is, really. She's got needs, so if you want the relationship to work, do you know what I mean? You've got to have a bit of money, really. That's most on most occasions, I think, because you might have someone who's also broke who might not care. Do you know what I mean? They might not care. They might want a relationship with you anyway, but the vast majority of people in the world, especially people that are like that kind of have got an ambitious mindset or even semi-ambitious mindset. Do you know what I mean? Even like just a standard mindset. Even, do you know what I mean? They want the partner to have a bit of money. Do you know what I mean? It's like it doesn't personally. It doesn't bother me. Like I'm not bothered by that really personally. But I do want my girl to kind of like um, what's the word? Have a certain amount of ambition. Do you know what I mean? A certain amount. That's all I can say really. Do want my girl to have a certain amount of ambition, but hold on a minute, guys. My phone's going. I'll wait till it's finished, then I'll speak. I phone them back. I'll turn my phone off for now. I'll phone them back in a bit. I always get calls when I'm doing a video on here. I don't know why. It's just the way it seems to be. But yeah. What was I saying? Distractions. What was I saying? Yeah. I'd like. I'm not bothered about my girl having money or anything like that. That doesn't bother me. But a certain amount of ambition, to build a life together, that does kind of like play a factor. I think for me. But But the main thing is a heart's in the right place. Do you know what I mean? That's the most important thing to me of all. That the heart's in the right place and that they're for you and not against you, kind of thing. That's the biggest thing that I choose over anything really, because loyalty is key. Do you know what I mean? You don't get loyalty very often in this world. Uh, you might get it from a close family member or something, but that's about all you'll get it from. Do you know what I mean? One friend out of all your friends if you're lucky. Do you know what I mean? Maybe one or two out of all your friends if you're lucky. But yeah, it's rare in this world, so that's probably the most important thing. Like sort of like someone having your best interests at heart. Who supports you, do you know what I mean? That's probably the most important thing. But obviously there's practicalities like surviving and stuff like that. So it's like you need someone who's on the same page basically, to a degree. But as long as you can earn the money, then you'll be alright. Do you know what I mean? It won't matter too much about what she does then. But it'd be good to have. Be nice to have someone who do you know what I mean, worked and what do you call it, contributed as well. Do you know what I mean? That'd be nice. Do you know what I mean? That'd be ideal kind of thing. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much as long as you can earn the money, as long as you can earn enough money to provide for the two of you. But yeah, if you can't, obviously you need her to contribute. That's just the way it is, kind of thing. But yeah, I get that saying now, no money, no honey. It's probably true. Well, it is true. Do you know what I mean? On the whole, like on the vast grand scheme of things, it is true. Do you know what I mean? Like for the vast majority of people, it is true. Do you know what I mean? Um, that's why it's so important to look after yourself, and do you know what I mean? That's all I can say really. I don't want to say like about number one or whatever like some people say, but it's like look after number one. I don't know if I agree with that completely, but it's like you've got to look after yourself. You've got to be able to provide for someone and yourself. Do you know what I mean? This is just this is the way it is, kind of thing. You've got to have enough money to look after yourself and someone else. So that's kind of how it is. For a lot of people, anyway. Not for all people, but for a lot of people, that's how it is. Sometimes, like I say, if you're both broke, it doesn't matter so much. But if you got a bit of an ambitious mindset or even a standard mindset, semi-ambitious mindset, then that's how it is, kind of thing. You have to be able to look after yourself and somebody else, or you have to be able to look after yourself and they have to be able to look after themselves. It's one or the other. You provide for them, or they contribute and you contribute and provide for each other, kind of thing. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's important. Do you know what I mean? That's what you need to be aiming for, like your own family and stuff like that. That's all I can say. Forget everybody else. Do you know what I mean? everyone's got to look after themselves. Everyone's got to manage their own life. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Well, I say forget everybody else, not completely. There's a bit of room for generosity and stuff like that, but you have to be able to provide for yourself and somebody else, or at least be able to survive both of you. Do you know what I mean? You have to make it work somehow. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Other people, they might fit into that or they might not. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them, but it's like you have to do that for you and your partner. Do you know what I mean? That comes first. Do you know what I mean? This is what I've come to learn in life. This is what I've come to learn, guys. It's it's the most important thing. Do you know what I mean? No one wants to be lonely. No one wants to die alone. Do you know what I mean? You've got to make plans, and you've got to be steadfast. Do you know what I mean? You got to be like set on it, and that's it. Do you know what I mean? And you got to have faith, because the Lord will see you through everything. Do you know what I mean? That's what the Lord does. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, on every often with the hard decisions and the storms in life and stuff like that, there's always a blessing on the other side. Do you know what I mean? This is what you often find. The hard decisions often lead to betterment. Do you know what I mean? This is just the way it is. This is what I've learned, and that's why it's important. Do you know what I mean? To make the difficult decisions and to let God see you through. Do you know what I mean? Stand on your faith and let God see you through. Because no one's gonna save you. No one's gonna. Your family might, if you're lucky. Do you know what I mean? But even they can only do so much. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's on you. Your life's on you. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's life's on them. Don't live it for anybody else. Live it for yourself. Do you know what I mean? And you haven't got to worry about anybody else's life, because that's their responsibility. That's on them. Do you know what I mean? All you can do is live your own life and what you've learnt, and operate how you know you have to operate, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say, really. So there is room for a little bit of generosity, but a little bit. You don't want to. As long as you've got to be. Life's abundant. Do you know what I mean? It can be anyway. All depends how you handle things and what you do in life to make it better for yourself. Like through hard work and making the tough decisions and kind of like looking after yourself. Do you know what I mean? These are all important things in life, and it all matters. Every little decision you make matters. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. It all adds up. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Yeah, it's all on us, guys. It's all on every individual to live the life how. Do you know what I mean? How well, so to live the life in the right way. Do you know what I mean? Or to survive and to what do you call it? Learn the lessons you need to learn in life, and the lessons are really in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? This is what a lot of people don't understand, or they can't get their head around because they don't believe, they got no faith. But the lessons are really all in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? It's like God will see you through anything. Do you know what I mean? You just got to stand firm in your faith, and He'll see you through anything. You might go through storms. The wind might blow hard. Sometimes it might crash. It might, you know what I mean? you might go through it, but you'll come out the other end and you'll be in a better place. That's all I can say. This is what I've learned. So yeah. Yeah, this is what I've learned, guys. But it comes with having faith, and the majority of the world haven't got faith, and that's why they live in fear. Do you know what I mean? That's why they're kind of like worried bad stuff's going to happen to them, and they're really fearful and really like what's the word? Yeah, really fearful. Do you know what I mean, of everything? I used to be like that myself, but I did realise a few times that God's seen me through situations that I shouldn't have got out of, and like I could only put it down to God. Looking back at my life, that was even before I had faith. But I had to stand firm. Even then, I had to. Even when I didn't have faith, it was a lot harder to do then because I didn't have faith. Do you know what I mean? Until I learned that God was kind of like God. That I think God had seen me through. I look back and I said, "How could I have got out of that? That just shouldn't have happened." Do you know what I mean? So yeah. But yeah. What was I saying? But yeah, reading the Bible's what gives you faith. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Reading the Bible and living life while you're following God and seeing how God works in your life, and the uh, the way He opens doors, the way He sees you through storms and trials, the way He blesses you in His own way. Do you know what I mean? With different blessings and different good stuff. Like there's a lot of the times it's in the small things. A lot of the time, but it's in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? It says it's more blessed to give than to receive, which it is. Do you know what I mean? There's no two ways about it. It is. It comes back to you. I believe this 100%. But at the same time, you still have to be. You have to find a balance. Do you know what I mean? Between giving to the right causes, and also looking after yourself, because you can just pour out and it just and leave yourself dry. Do you know what I mean? You can do that quite easily. It will come back to you. You'll probably be better off in the long run, but it just doesn't make you feel good in the moment, and it's not conducive to a happy life. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you don't want to pour out everything you've got. You want to look after yourself and look after your loved ones, basically. Do you know what I mean? This is what I've learned. But a little bit of generosity here and there is probably a good thing because it comes back to you. Do you know what I mean? All the good you do in life, all the kind actions, all the good you sow, be it in attitude, in kind actions, in generosity, in love, whatever it is, in understanding, in listening, whatever it is, it comes back to you. Do you know what I mean? But you have to use discernment, because sometimes it doesn't pay to be kind. Sometimes it doesn't pay to be, do you know what I mean? Especially, yeah, sometimes it doesn't pay to give all the time. That's all I can say, because, like I say, you've got to find a balance, basically. Do you know what I mean? It might come back to you, yeah, but it's like it's not conducive for a happy life. Do you know what I mean? So I wouldn't advise you do it. I wouldn't advise you pour out everything you've got, because it's not conducive to a happy life. Do you know what I mean? You want to be comfortable. Do you know what I mean? God's abundant. You should never be really struggling. Do you know what I mean? It's like it's an abundant world. It's an abundant life. Do you know what I mean? It's all out there for the taking. You should never be like well, I say that well, yeah, it's like it's hard to say though. Sometimes people have got mental health problems and stuff, and it's like that can affect things. That can affect how your life goes and stuff like that. So I've got to say that, because I had that problem as well. But God's always leading you, whether you realise it or not, and He's trying to make you grow, and He's trying to heal you, and He's trying to improve you. Um, he's always trying to lead you to Him, and He's trying to lead you to basically glory. Do you know what I mean? This is what He's always trying to lead you to. Even when you are struggling, even when you're going through mental health, and I'm really struggling, do you know what I mean? Like I did in the past. You might have detours, you might have setbacks, you might end up in hospital or whatever, but it's all for your good ultimately, and it's all to lead you to where He needs to get you to. There's no kind of like time frame for this. It affects everybody differently, and it's different for everybody because everyone's lived a different life and got different experiences and different problems and stuff. So yeah, it's different for everybody, but He's always trying to get you there. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. He's always trying to lead you ultimately to Him and to glory. Do you know what I mean? Even if it doesn't seem like it. This is what I believe. Everything we go through happens for a reason, and it's all to make us grow. That's all I can say. So yeah, guys, I've waffled on a lot with this video. I hope there's some words of wisdom in there for you guys. Some of you may agree with you, some of you may disagree, some of you may just be indifferent and not know what to think. I don't know, but this is just my take on things. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong, I'm just saying this is my take on things, what I've learnt and what I think kind of things. So yeah, I hope you can take something from it. That's all I'll say. Hope it's useful to someone out there. Hope it gets to the right people. So yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say, guys. So take care. God bless. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Take care, guys. Bye. Bye. Love you all. Thank you. Bye.